Hello, Golden State Warriors fans. Welcome to another video on the channel where we bring you the hottest updates about our team. Before we dive into the news, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any details about the Warriors. Your participation is crucial for us to keep bringing exclusive content. Now, let's get straight to the point. The Golden State Warriors have undergone significant changes this season, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has been a key factor in reigniting the team. With him alongside Stephen Curry, the Warriors have found a new rhythm, but there's still one important piece that's out: Jonathan Kuminga. The young talent has been sidelined for 2 months due to an ankle injury, which has impacted the team's full potential. Even so, the Warriors have remained competitive, boasting an impressive record of 7 wins and just 1 loss in games where Butler and Curry have played together since the last trade window. But what if I told you Kuminga's return might be just around the corner? According to information from Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, it looks like the 22-year-old forward could return to the court as soon as this Saturday, right after the team finishes its 5-game road trip on the East Coast. This would be a massive boost for the Warriors, who are currently sitting in 7th place in the Western Conference. The significance of this return goes far beyond just strengthening the team. This is a crucial season for Kuminga as he's entering an important period in his career, being one of the most promising young players on the roster. Before the injury, he had been showing impressive growth, averaging 16.8 points per game. His development was one of the highlights of the season, and the injury interrupted that progress. But now, with his return imminent, the Warriors could finally rely on an extremely dangerous trio: Curry, Butler, and Kuminga. Not only would this bring more balance to the roster, but it would also give the team a much better chance of fighting for a better spot in the playoffs. Kuminga's presence is essential because he offers versatility, defensive intensity, and an offensive power that can destabilize any opponent's defense. His ability to play multiple positions and adapt to the Warriors' style of play makes him a valuable piece in Steve Kerr's system. With the team looking to improve its position in the standings, Kuminga's return could be the difference between the Warriors being a competitive team and a true postseason threat. The energy and dynamism he adds to the team are vital, and his comeback could mark a new beginning for the Warriors as the season heads into its final stretch. But that's not the only big news surrounding the Golden State Warriors. If you thought the Warriors were only focused on Kuminga's return, wait until you hear the rumors circulating behind the scenes in the NBA. The name Trey Young, star of the Atlanta Hawks, has been strongly linked to the Warriors, and there are indications that the franchise may be interested in bringing him to the Bay Area. Now, you might be wondering, why would the Warriors be after a player like Trey Young? The answer is simple. With Curry approaching the final seasons of his career, the team needs to plan for the future and find a successor. And Trey Young has exactly the profile to fill that role. He is one of the most talented point guards in the league, with a deadly combination of long-range shooting and exceptional court vision. He has already proven capable of running an offense masterfully, having delivered incredible performances, including a 43-point game against the Phoenix Suns. And it doesn't stop there. This season, Young has registered multiple games with at least 20 points and 20 assists, something not seen since the days of John Stockton. He also started the year with several 30-plus point and 10-plus assist performances, in addition to distributing an impressive 22 assists in a win over the Cleveland Cavaliers. Imagine the impact a player with this ability could have on the Warriors. His playmaking ability and court spacing would fit perfectly into Steve Kerr's offensive system. But what would the Warriors be willing to offer to bring Trey Young? That's the big dilemma. The Atlanta Hawks would certainly not give up their starting point guard without a significant offer. The Warriors would have to evaluate which pieces of the roster could be involved in a trade and whether it would be worth sacrificing some talents to secure Young's arrival. Now, going back a little to the present, we know that the Warriors' focus is on securing the best possible seed for the playoffs. The team is preparing for Jonathan Kuminga's return, but there are also other key pieces that need to be at their best level if the team wants to have a real chance of competing for another title. One of those pieces is Jimmy Butler himself. The arrival of the superstar has been one of the biggest surprises of the season and a very positive change for the team. While the goal is always to rely on the chemistry between Curry and Thompson, Butler has brought a new energy that has been crucial in decisive moments. And his partnership with Curry has already shown incredible potential. If he can maintain this level of performance and grow even further with Kuminga's return, the Warriors could become one of the most complete teams in the NBA. The chemistry between Curry and Butler goes beyond the court, and this could be the key to success in the playoffs. While Curry remains the team's primary offensive engine, Butler provides elite defense, as well as being a player who does not shy away from pressure moments. These attributes could be crucial in the tight battles that often happen in conference finals. And of course, Kuminga's support will be indispensable in this process, as he has the ability to switch between defense and offense effectively, being versatile in any game situation. And what about Stephen Curry's situation? We know that he is no longer a young prospect, but his longevity in the league is impressive. Curry, at 35 years old, is still in great shape and continues to be the team's main player. However, we cannot ignore that he is approaching the final phase of his career, which makes it even more important for the Warriors to make smart decisions for the future. Trey Young's name resurfaces in this scenario, as he could be the transitional piece for the franchise, ensuring that the team remains competitive even when Curry starts to take his final steps in the NBA. With the playing dynamic that the Warriors possess, the arrival of a point guard like Trae Young could be a strategic addition. Imagine Young sharing the court with Curry, exchanging quick passes and creating more spacing for long-range shots. In addition, Young has already shown his leadership ability, which would be essential to ensure the Warriors maintain their offensive identity in the future. The possibility of a trade involving Young also opens the door for several interesting alternatives to strengthen the roster, with the goal of keeping the team highly competitive. But before any movement, the Warriors' mission is to maximize the performance of their key players this season. For now, the focus needs to be on how to overcome the challenges in the Western Conference, where the race for a top spot has never been so tight. Kuminga's recovery and Butler's adaptation to the Warriors' philosophy are essential elements for the team to move forward. In the meantime, the team continues to monitor the market for improvements, and Trey Young's name remains one of the most discussed. For now, Steve Kerr's team still has a lot to offer, and with the right pieces in place, the team has everything it takes to continue on a winning trajectory. As we have seen in the past, nothing is impossible for the Warriors when the team is in top form. They have the experience, the skill, and above all, the winning mentality to keep fighting for another championship. As the Warriors move into the final stretch of the regular season, the team seems more focused than ever. They have the potential to climb even higher in the Western Conference standings, and with Kuminga's return, the possibilities are endless. He is one of the most talented young players in the league, and his development over the past few months has been remarkable. However, the real question for the Warriors is how to balance the individual contributions of each player to create an even stronger collective harmony. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, the team has gained a player who can not only be an offensive star, but also an elite defender. Butler brings a competitive mindset that is contagious, something all the Warriors players need to ensure they remain a constant threat to any NBA team. However, we know that the success of any team depends not just on one or two players, but on how the group comes together to achieve the ultimate goal, the championship. What Butler has shown is that he doesn't need to be the focal point on every play, but his presence on the team is vital. The balance between Curry's offensive skills, Kuminga's versatility, and Butler's leadership could give the Warriors a completely new dynamic. One thing the team has learned is that you cannot rely on just one star to lead the team at all times. When Curry needs a break, or when the offense isn't flowing as it should, other players need to step up. And Butler has proven to be exactly the type of player who can do that. Now, speaking a bit more about what the future holds for the Warriors, the arrival of Trey Young really makes every fan start to imagine what it would be like to have the young point guard alongside Curry. The idea of having a perimeter lineup with Young and Curry working together seems like something out of this world, doesn't it? Both have an impressive shooting range, and with Young's court vision, it would be nearly impossible for any defense to stop the Warriors. Not to mention, Young has already proven to be one of the best facilitators in the league, something that could be essential in improving Golden State's offensive flow. This would make the team's game even more unpredictable, and their opponents would have to worry not only about Curry and Thompson's shooting ability, but also about the plays created by Young. He could be the key to expanding the Warriors' playing style, making it even harder to defend, as his ability to carry the team in scoring and distributing assists would cause any defense to lose focus. And for any NBA team, that's a major nightmare. However, what the Warriors need to focus on now is maintaining their consistency and not letting rumors of potential trades or roster moves affect their performance on the court. The players need to stay united and committed to the idea that the collective will always be stronger than the individual. The good news is that, as tempting as external moves may seem, the solid foundation is already in place. Curry, Thompson, Green, Kuminga, and Butler form a strong core that can bring titles to the Bay Area. Therefore, while the future of Trae Young and other players continues to be discussed, the Warriors' immediate focus needs to be on preparing for the playoffs. The team cannot afford to look at what could be, but rather work hard on what is within their reach now. Every game, every practice, is an opportunity to keep improving and preparing for what's to come in the postseason. Of course, with the team becoming healthier and more cohesive, what's expected is an even more dominant performance. The balance between the experience of Curry, Thompson, and Green, with the freshness and energy of younger players like Kuminga, could be exactly what the team needs to stay competitive in such a balanced Western Conference. And as the Warriors work on their mission to achieve collective excellence, what should the fans do? Continue supporting the team in every way possible, believing that the Dubs can achieve great things as they always have in their history. Golden State's winning mentality has always been present, and it's what makes them unbeatable, no matter what challenges arise. The Golden State Warriors have always had a special talent for standing out, not only through their on-court performance, but also in how they build their identity and connect with fans. The potential arrival of Sotto to the roster wouldn't just be a technical reinforcement, but a strategic move that could expand the franchise's global influence, connecting different cultures and markets around the world. With a massive fan base in the Philippines, where he is seen as a sports icon, Sotto could be the bridge that tightens the bonds between the NBA and millions of Asian fans. His presence on the Warriors could elevate the team's popularity in Asia, especially in the Philippines, a country where basketball is more than just a sport. It's a true national passion. This move would create a new wave of dedicated fans, increasing engagement and further strengthening the Warriors' brand. Beyond the direct impact on the Filipino community, Sotto's arrival could further expand the franchise's reach in international markets. The Warriors have always known how to turn their on-court success into a globally recognized brand, and Sotto could be an essential piece to drive this expansion. With a growing presence in Asia, the team could explore new commercial and strategic opportunities, solidifying their position as one of the most influential franchises in the NBA. But Sotto's impact goes far beyond marketing and the global expansion of the Warriors brand. He has become an inspiration to thousands of young athletes, especially in the Philippines, and his journey proves that basketball can be a powerful tool for change and opportunity. His path shows that with dedication and effort, it's possible to rise from less favorable circumstances and carve out a space among the best in the world. For the new generations, Sotto's rise represents more than just a distant dream. He is the living proof that talent and hard work can overcome barriers. Many young people look up to him and see not just a promising player, but an example of perseverance and courage. Someone who decided to face greater challenges and proved that he can compete at the highest level. If incorporated into the Warriors roster, would have the opportunity to further develop his skills in an environment that values both individual and collective growth. Under the guidance of Coach Steve Kerr, who has always prioritized player development and building trust, Sotto could refine his game and reach a new level, both offensively and defensively. The Warriors system has always stood out for its fluidity, constant movement, and collective play. The team's philosophy is based on floor spacing and active participation from all players in plays, which fits well with Sotto's playing style. With his versatility and tactical intelligence, he could add new possibilities to the team's scheme, strengthening the group even more. Defensively, Sotto's ability to protect the rim and dominate rebounds could be a key differentiator. He has the potential to become a modern center who not only defends effectively, but also contributes offensively, particularly with mid-range shots. Few players in his position have this combination of skills, and it could give the Warriors a new dynamic, keeping the team competitive and unpredictable for their opponents. Another important point is Sotto's adaptability. The Warriors have always required their players to be versatile, and he fits this profile perfectly. In addition to acting as a rim protector, could be a playmaker, helping in the offensive transition and offering new options for the team to explore. One of the greatest advantages for in joining the Warriors would be the chance to play alongside basketball legends like Stephen Curry and Draymond Green. The presence of these veterans on the roster would provide invaluable experience for the young player, who could absorb knowledge and learn directly from two of the most intelligent and strategic players in the league. Curry, globally recognized as one of the greatest shooters in history, is an example of dedication and constant evolution. Having the opportunity to play alongside him would allow Sotto to improve his game reading and further develop his decision-making ability on the court. On the other hand, Draymond Green's leadership and basketball IQ could be pivotal for Kai's growth. Green is known for his game vision and defensive skills, and his mentorship could help Sotto adapt to the NBA's physical and intense playing style. With Green as a guide, Kai could learn to use his height and wingspan as efficiently as possible, becoming an even more valuable asset for the team. Sotto's presence would not be limited to his impact on the court. The Golden State Warriors have always embraced diversity and inclusion, reflecting the multicultural spirit of Silicon Valley. The arrival of a highly projected Filipino player would further strengthen this identity and create an even deeper bond with the Filipino community, which already has a strong presence in the Bay Area. Additionally, the franchise could leverage this connection to promote social and cultural initiatives, organizing special events and actions aimed at engaging Filipino fans. This would not only strengthen the relationship between the team and its fans, but also expand the NBA's global presence, reinforcing the cultural impact of basketball worldwide. On the commercial side, the potential signing of Sotto would bring significant impact. His popularity would drive brands and sponsors to show even greater interest in the Warriors, capitalizing on the visibility he would bring, especially in the Asian market. Sales of official products, such as jerseys and other items related to the player, would experience a major boost, further increasing the team's revenue. The commercial impact would extend to TV broadcasts, advertising deals, and even strategic partnerships to strengthen the Warriors' presence in one of the fastest-growing sports markets in the world. The NBA has always been a league known for its ability to reach global audiences, and Sotto's arrival at the Golden State Warriors could further intensify this expansion. He wouldn't just be another player on the roster, but a symbol of a new phase for the franchise, one that seeks to reinforce its international presence and conquer new audiences. His signing would not only be a commercial move, but also an opportunity to add talent and versatility to the team. Steve Kerr would have the mission of adapting the team's tactical scheme to integrate a center with Sotto's characteristics, making the most of his qualities within a system that values movement, collectivity, and basketball intelligence. If you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any details of the next news. Your support is crucial for us to continue bringing everything about our team. See you in the next video.